Hello, good afternoon. This is Sandra Carr-Moore. Um, wow, I have been thinking about this very deep thought, and I thought to share it. I don't even know where to start. Let me start from I've always used my own situation to share and use as an example to allow persons to understand what it is that I'm saying. From birth, or maybe before birth, I feel sometimes from stories that I've heard from my parents about me, I felt that the devil or some evil person or whatever, because we all have different entities that we use to represent the evil in our lives. But I've always felt that work was being done to keep me from being born and or to keep me from living. I mean, like truly living. And I've had so many bad negative experiences that I don't even know how I'm able to, and a lot of persons have even wondered how it is that I'm still bouncy and alive and still working towards being a better human being. One very important knowledge that I have that allows me to do that is that I can change no one but myself. And based on how I felt while I was going through my negative experiences, when I look at persons, I realize and I recognize the pain based on the fact that I have gone through it also already in the past. And so my response is not anger towards them. It is actually empathy. And I actually move into prayer for the people of the world, because people lash out when they are hurting or when they are being abused. And I think we trivialize the word abuse and abusive behaviors to a husband literally hitting and beating on someone, or another person hitting and beating on someone. But it is any act that goes against the will of the individual. So if I don't like something and somebody else continues to do it consistently, irregardless, it is abuse. So parents can abuse their children, leaders can abuse their people, pastors can abuse their congregation, husbands can abuse their wives can abuse their husbands. It goes on and on and on. And I was really thinking about how we deal with the pain and the emotional scarring that comes from these negative experiences. A lot of persons do not even take the time to think about it. A lot of persons move into anger and get into trouble by hurting somebody, getting into more trouble with the law, and move into revenge, where they spend and waste years of their lives plotting to get back at this person because of some really non-consequential issue. Because the truth is, if you had allowed it to fall off your back like a leaf, then that person would not have even mattered in the next 10 years. But because you took it so deeply personally, you find that you might spend the next 10 years plotting revenge on this person, which would place a total halt on your own progress and development. So when you go out of your way to hurt somebody, you actually are hurting yourself. And these are the thought processes that I have and that I keep in my mind to allow me to be more like Jesus, irrespective of all of the horrible things that I have gone through. And I spend time alone a lot, and I use everyday situations, use the movies, everyday scenarios, and evaluate my life, if it is similar to my life, to evaluate my life to see if I have gone through something like that. How did I deal with it? How could I deal with it in a better way? And that helps to release little by little all of the emotional hurt that I have from all of these negative, abusive experiences. And a lot of persons don't do that. They bury everything and they move into busyness and avoidance and all of these other avoidance tactics, but at the end of the day, when you get older and you're forced to retire, you cannot hide from it anymore, because you will not be allowed to work, whether your body won't allow you or the law won't allow you, but you will not be able to work and to be busy, and all of these things will come back, and it would be 100-fold or maybe more, because you had not been dealing with it incrementally throughout your lifetime. So everything is going to come back on you. And I believe that these are the kind of things that will cause persons to have dementia and other psychological problems, because they are still avoiding the abuse and the pain and the torment of their former life experiences. So I don't hate anyone. I don't know if I have it in me to hate people, because if I am to even sit and to explain and express all of my experiences, I would probably become somebody's pet who would think that I need protection 24/7 because of all of the things that have been happening. But I can't afford to be weak. I can't afford to hide and to run, because the Lord has given me 3 girls who I have to be an example to them as to how to be strong in the midst of a very hard life, So I have lost my only son, and I think that is the most challenging thing that I have ever had to deal with. And it has, I don't think, based on how I've been feeling, I went into shock for like 6-7 years. And when I finally began to cry, I don't think I'm gonna ever stop crying. So I've made peace with that, but believe me, I've been encouraging persons to reach out and speak with me, and it's not because I think I know everything, but believe me, I've been through almost everything. And it has come to the point where persons have, it seems as if they're trying to give me the new experiences that I lack, but I'm going after the new experiences that are positive and uplifting, while others are going after the new experiences that are evil and hard. I've never had a stillbirth before. I don't want one. I've never been to a dance before. I've never drank until I was totally drunk or out of it. I've never smoked anything at all before in my entire life. Pot, nor cigarettes, or any other substance that people smoke. There are a lot of things that I've never done at my age and stage, and a lot of them have been deliberate decisions, and some have been too busy working and studying. So I have a bucket list that I'm going to die. Not that I'm going to die anytime soon, but I have a bucket list of all of the things that I've never done that I am planning on doing. So, that's how you things like this you have to do to live in the midst of the economic climate, the economic situations that we're in. You negate certain necessities so that you can have a moment or a day or a weekend of fun and frolic. So Those are my few words. I'll stop there. And as always, you're invited